Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today I'll show you the smallest or one of the smallest 4K dash camera in the market today. And this is the Vantrue E1 Pro. Also, this dashcam flew under my radar and just found this out because I was looking for a one-channel dashcam for a future video that I was planning, and I found this, which I bought it from Amazon. And just to compare, here are some 4K dashcams that I've tested from different brands, and here is the Vantrue E1 Pro. See how small this is. Now, just to compare it to one of my favorites, and is also pretty small, is the Viofo A119 Mini 2. Viofo advertises this as a 2K camera, but it is closer to 3K, 5 megapixels, and we'll compare the video quality between the two later on. But see how the Vantrue E1 Pro is smaller, and this records in true 4K, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 30 frames per second. This is a one-channel dashcam and has a 158-degree diagonal field of view. This also has the Starvis 2 sensor with Sony's IMX678 sensor for less glare video quality at night. This also has the Vantrue Plate Pix technology, which is designed to enhance license plates, which we'll see how it performs later on. For how small this is, it has pretty much all the features of its higher end and way bigger counterparts, like 5G Wi-Fi speed when accessing the dash camera. It has voice control, and even LTE compatible when you connect it to Vantrue's LTE cellular module. It has parking mode like buffered motion and collision detection when hardwired, and I'll make a separate video on this when I get Vantrue's LTE module, and I will hardwire this, and I'll be testing both parking modes and remote access and notifications together with Vantrue's other dashcam models. This is compatible to up to a 1TB micro SD card. Make sure it is high endurance or use the brand's SD cards, especially on what I'll show you later in this video. This also uses super capacitors instead of batteries for better and longer performance in extreme temperatures. Inside the box, you will get some paperwork, the dashcam itself, very small, and it even has a screen, 1.54 inch. On the side here, we have the on and off and event recording button. We have the micro SD card slot, and we have the speaker. On the bottom here, we have the Wi-Fi in settings, scroll arrow, and the audio, confirm, and recording buttons, and the mic. On the other side, we have the USB-C port for data and for LTE connection, and the reset hole. By the way, Vantrue includes the CPL or circular polarizing filter with this dashcam so as to minimize windshield glare, which is nice. And you just screw this in like so. What else we have? We have a push trim tool. We have the power cable to be plugged into your car's power socket. And this is 3.5 meters or about 11.5 feet, USB-C. And it has an extra USB-A port. We also have a short USB-C cable. We have the mounting bracket. And this is where you plug in for power, which is USB-C. And same as other Vantrue's dashcams, this is magnetic with a friction lock at the end. We also get some stick-on cable clips and an extra mounting tape. We also have a lens cloth, a couple of stickers, and a couple of transparent films for mounting. To install, make sure your windshield is clean. Peel off the first liner of the transparent film and stick it to where you want to install the dashcam. Now, the best place in my case will be in the middle behind the mirror, but I have the Viofo A119 Mini 2 there, so I have to place this more on the right side. Peel off the second liner and peel off the liner of the mounting tape. Then stick it to the film. Plug in the USB-C plug to the mounts port to power it up. And then tuck in the wiring into your headliner and going to the front of the A-pillar so as to avoid the airbags. You can use the trim push tool to push in the wiring onto the trim. Then on the side of the dashboard, going down, you can tuck in the wires in your door's weather stripping. Then under the carpets and towards the middle of the dashboard where you can plug it in. As for the settings, even though this is a pretty small screen, you'll be able to check and change the settings using the 3 buttons on the bottom. Most dashcams that are designed to be small usually have no screen, and you will need to use their app to change the settings. You can also connect the dashcam using the Vantrue app. You can view the recordings and download it to your phone. It connects to the dashcam's Wi-Fi using 5 GHz, so downloading the footage is pretty quick. You can also change the settings. We have the resolution, max is 4K at 30 FPS. Image quality is where the Plate Pix feature is. And just a note on Plate Pix, it will enhance the car's license plate but might reduce the overall brightness of the footage. We have loop recording, G sensor settings, which you have 3 separate settings that you can change. We have HDR, and you also have an option to set the HDR on a timer. Same thing on the Plate Pix. It seems like though that you can only set the time frames on this on the dashcam itself and not on the app. This also has the parking mode where you have these options that you can set. The dashcam needs to be hardwired to use this. This also has GPS, which I turned off for privacy. And these are all the other settings that you can set. Now, time to check out the video quality. So this is the video and audio quality of the Vantrue E1 Pro dash camera. And this one is pretty small and records in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second. And this is what the video quality looks like. See if you can read the plates. Likely will, but it's a little bit cloudy today, and it has a CPL filter on, which is included, by the way. So it is not a like an accessory that you have to purchase separately. But it's a little bit cloudy today. And we'll see how the video quality looks like. So this is the video quality of Vantrue's E1 Pro at night. And this has the Starvis 2 sensor and also has the plate fix technology. And we'll be testing and see if it can see license plates at night with little to no glare. And this is what the video quality looks like. See if you'll be able to see the license plate of the car in front of us. Now, my favorite dashcam has been the A119 Mini 2 ever since I reviewed it a while back. And also I made a video about the best and the easiest 2-channel setup that you can do, especially if you have SUVs or minivans. And I will link that video down below. Comparing the video quality at daytime, the Mini 2 definitely can compete with 4K dashcams. And even at night with also its Starvis 2 sensor. The Vantrue E1 Pro just edges it a bit. Now, my only concern, and this is another reason why I like the A119 Mini 2, is that most, if not all 4K dashcams runs a bit hot. And this E1 Pro having a pretty compact design, you will definitely feel it. Comparing it to the Mini 2, which is just warm. So I still have to test the longevity and reliability of this E1 Pro. And not just the dashcam itself, but also, you know, heat can take a toll on your SD cards, even if they are rated high endurance. So time will tell. Overall, this Vantrue E1 Pro's video quality is pretty good in both daytime and at night. The plate pix feature works pretty good in reading plates, especially at night, and it does cut the glare. But it does lower down the brightness of the footage, but it's still pretty good. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.